Live from the Preston Highway Studios, it's 24-hour Purple People. And now here's your host, John Harper.
Well, hello and welcome to 24-hour Purple People. My name's John Harper. I am absolutely thrilled to have you along for the ride this evening. It is episode 30. I know, it's hard to believe. I can't believe it either. We made it. 24-hour Purple People, officially turning 30 today, episode 30. And we're glad to have each and every one of you out there this evening. Before we get started today, I thought we would have a quick word from our sponsor, if I can get it to work correctly. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not working. Okay,
hang on a second, Beardo. You're not going to walk out of the house looking like that, are you?
What am I supposed to do?
Introducing Ownby brand Beard Balm. One dollop of our made in the USA scruff gravy can transform your hell no tea into a go tea in seconds. Made from our proprietary blend of 11 herbs, spices, pulps, mashes, animal tallows, stamens, tree milks, shells, and a hint of apple cores for a pleasing and saucy aroma, Ownby brand Beard Balm will have your stubble in playoff form all year round. From the hills of fair Virginia to the wings of B-Town's pitch, reach for Ownby brand Beard Balm.
Ownby brand Beard Balm.
When your whiskers start to itch. Available wherever fine made-up products are sold. Not endorsed by any soccer players, real or fictional, so please don't tell him.
We had to do that, right? We had to do that for this tonight's episode with Ownby re-signing with Louisville City. Well, you might have saw on Twitter earlier this evening, I should say my admin tweeted that there was going to be a little change of course as we were being invaded by the turkey, the bacon, and some cheese sauce, something like that. The Brown Hotel is not the official sponsor of tonight's episode. However, I have two ladies with me this evening from Hot Brown Soccer Town podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? We have got the whole gang here tonight. Minus Robin, of course. Robin, how you doing? We hope you feel better, Robin. Kaylee Corsi joining the show for the first time ever. Kaylee, hello.
Hello. What's going on, y'all?
We're good.
I'm so excited.
Kaylee, I am thrilled to have you on the program this evening. I have known you for quite a long time. Yeah. You are a great drummer, a great member of the Purple Fam, and I am just happy to have you on. So thanks for coming on.
Oh, gosh, you're too kind. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a great drummer, but I'm passable. So,
you can keep rhythm. You can keep
rhythm. Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Look, she's better than I am because Kaylee would frequently be like, Hope, what are you doing? You're trying to play the snare on the bass. And then on occasion, she does slip up, though. And I have to go over and help her out with her drum while I'm drumming my own. So
yeah. You're a distraction. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, Hope, how are you doing today, Hope?
I'm so good. I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little on the tired side, but I'm good. I'm very good.
That holiday's still kicking our ass.
Yeah. It's only just begun, so to speak.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about some purple presents later in the program. If you have some holiday ideas, need some holiday ideas for that purple family member in your life, maybe we can help you out a little bit later in the program. But first, it's been a eventful week or two in Louisville soccer on both teams, really. We're starting this evening talking about some not new signings, but some re-signings for Louisville City. 'Tis the season for player signings. As we know, the month of December is always busy. We are fine-tuning that 2023 squad. It's going to be interesting to see what Danny comes up with. The veteran winger for us, a fan favorite, been with us since 2017. Brian Ownby is back. He's coming off a career year with 10 goals that he saw a little bit of injury hamper him toward the end of the season. Hope, I'm going to start with you. A sigh of relief for Louisville City re-signing Brian Ownby, right?
Very much. Wipe the brow. Whew, so glad this has happened. I am absolutely thrilled to see him. I could not imagine another number 10. Like who you could never replace Brian Ombie. Like I feel like once he leaves the team, which hopefully will come from retirement way down the road, that we would have to retire the number 10. We would never ever have another number 10. Couldn't happen.
Yeah, it would be very hard. It would be very, very hard to retire a number 10 in soccer, but yeah, that's it could happen. Kaylee, number 10, has been with us since 17, but he's also 32 years of age. How about that for a bunch of random numbers in a row? Any concerns on that end about Ombie's age? Are you all thumbs up on this one? Obviously, we want to see him never leave the team, as Hope said, but any feelings on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He is 32, but I don't think he plays like he's 32. So, let's keep him for as long as we can. If this is his last year or his last couple years, I really hope that he finishes with us and ends up in the coaching staff in some capacity because, I mean, he's made his home here is what it sounds like. So I guess he really loves it here. Why not keep it permanent?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was kind of funny reading about some of these press releases. For whatever reason, I mean, it's fine, but for whatever reason, they kept saying so and so lives in this neighborhood. It's like,
yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah,
well, I'm going to stalk him now.
yeah. Thanks.
Why? I mean, unless it's Mitch McConnell, everyone needs to know where that turtle lives.
It does appear to be a one-season contract, as the next person we're going to talk about signed a multi-year deal. So it looks like it is going to be a one-year deal for Ombie, which does make sense. Heading into July, at the end of July, he will be turning 33 years of age. It's going to be interesting to see how he holds up. What you got going on? Are you drinking something over there? What's going on over there?
Oh, this is a bottle of rum. I figured with all of the great news that we had tonight that I would celebrate pirate style.
Oh,
it's literally called Pirate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
very nice.
Jingle my juice, babe.
Jingle her juice. Well, yeah. So, I'm very excited about seeing Brian Ombie back. And we talked about before in the program, Matt coined the phrase playoff Ombie. And unfortunately, heading into these playoffs, he saw limited time, but he did make a big presence, had a lot of presence felt when he did substitute in the Eastern Conference Championship. And hopefully he will get all those injuries out of his way heading into 2023. I know Coach Cruz, we talked about before, picking out key components to a team. I feel like this was definitely somebody that we did not want to part ways with, at least yet.
Oh, no. Absolutely
no.
not.
He's too crucial to the team. And just like that final game, I was a little confused by that starting lineup. But then I have to remember that, he's coming off of a small injury there, which is never small to us. But anytime he's not in the starting lineup, you wonder what is going on, because that's where he belongs. He is one of the stars of our show, so to speak. No.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He's got just a next level engine on him, right? Like we're
Ombie.
Yeah, we're a completely different team when he's on the field. Just his presence alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's keep him for as long as we can.
Yeah, get everything you possibly can out of him.
Absolutely.
I think him and Lancaster are kind of like two different stories in a way, because, Ombie, I just feel like the speed and the chances that he creates, he led the team last season in chances created, or this season, however you want to say it. But I feel like that is something that we're going to dearly miss when that time does end. Hopefully we have a plan in place. The club seems to be making some good moves and looking at key players, bringing in Mushigalusa this season. Wilson Harris hopefully is a sign of things to come. So we'll see how that goes. But we are very happy to see Ombi. And if he does retire, if this is the swan song, I'm happy that he's doing it in purple for sure. So
Right.
All right. Well, that wasn't the only signing here recently. One that was even more recent was Sean Tosh signing.
Tosh.
Yeah, a multi-year deal to keep the tucked-in defender locked in purple for several years to come. Sean coming off a phenomenal season that saw him get his third All-USL defensive team recognition. He led our squad in several defensive categories. Kaylee, I'll start with you as the first person who I ever knew who got the Tosh thing.
Oh, thank you.
I'll never forget that, Kaylee.
Thank you.
This seems to be an absolute no-brainer for City with Tosh, right?
Absolutely. You're right. I mean, he's not a spring chicken either when it comes to soccer, right? I think he's 31. But yeah, he had 9 goals this season. I felt like in the beginning of the season he started off a little slow, but he certainly grew into a great year for him. Totally worth the re-sign in my opinion. And he's one too that's made this his home. So clearly he's happy here. And that's another one too that I feel like definitely hopefully stays in the Louisville soccer landscape.
Yeah,
for years to come, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, I think when you propose to your future wife at the stadium, I think you basically signed her for a life contract, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, hell, that's a great way to do it, right? If I was a pro sports player, I'd do that too, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Hope, like I said, third straight season of that all defense team for Sean Tosh. As Kaylee pointed out, it is interesting. Another signing of a person that is north of 30. Of course, now that I'm at the age I'm at, I'm like, well, a little youngster. But any concern for Tosh is, he's knock on wood, has fairly been pretty healthy in his career for us so far.
I will agree with Kaylee. I thought he started off pretty slow this season. I had always, since the first game watching him, had referred to him as Twinkle Tosh because he very much is a master of playing on his toes, and his footwork is just unparalleled. And you didn't really see that as much, and so it was a little bit of like a what you got, what's going on there. But then again, we're expecting excellence of these guys, and that's just, I mean, that's unrealistic. So to watch him progress through the season and pick, right back up and get back into that groove was great. I don't think Tosh gets to go anywhere. I think signing with us is really his only option. I don't even think they had to negotiate it. They may have talked a little bit about money, but I think it's pretty much written like into the Cooper's bylaws somewhere, because Papa Tosh is such a revered member of the community. Right. Sean Tosh, this is it for him. He's going to be with us till the end of time, and I'm not upset about that at all. So,
yeah, I actually had that kind of in my notes. Is not only are we signing Sean Tosh to a multi-year deal, but we get to hang out with Jim and Bev at tailgates. So that's exciting. The whole Tosh family. And
he's just, can I tell you just how great of a guy he is in general?
Sure.
Just to sit and chat with. I got to tour the facility right before the Yates report dropped. Literally the week before, it was that Thursday. And got to have lunch in the famed cafeteria. And Sean sat at my table and we chit-chatted just about random stuff, because I love knowing what I know about them soccer-wise, but I want to make them very much human-like for me, and find out, just the most random things that you would ask about your friends, just odd stuff like that. And he's so willing to just sit and chit-chat and bullshit, and I loved it. And yes, we talked about his dad too, so.
Yeah, seems like a very down to earth. Oh yes, absolutely. Very down to earth people, and most people have Teslas these days, right? I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That's what I like best about our team is they're also approachable.
They are.
Right? It's not like we're going up to Messi and trying to talk to him.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I thought maybe when we moved to Lynn Family Stadium, I was thinking, especially once I saw the stadium design, how high up the supporter section was. I was like, oh, that one of the coolest things about Slugger Field was we were so low to the field. They'd come around, and remember, they'd always go right along the line there. It was almost like they were going, good game, good game, good game, good game.
Right.
But, they still do that. And you see all the time people posting stuff on their social media or whatever else, taking shots with the players. And there's still a great sense of community between those players and the fans. And hopefully that continues. And Tosh is somebody. And look, we've seen him, I think it was this year, he was playing in that celebrity softball or baseball game, and Harlow was on there.
Kickball.
Kickball,
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so that was very cool. So it's good to see both Ombi and Tosh. I think are key components to getting a deep run again into the playoffs in 2023. I mean, we expect this team, even with some question marks that still remain, we do have 18 total players, although it doesn't feel like that. 18 total players that are already coming back this season, or the season coming up. There's some question marks still, but these are two key components that will hopefully help Louisville City reach that ultimate goal that we fell just short of in 2022. So, yeah, sorry, I had to say it. It was just, it happened.
Can't look well enough alone.
Yeah, truth hurts sometimes.
Truth hurts. While I'm thinking about it, if you are in the chat room or if you are watching us on YouTube, get into the chat room and say hello. Katie did a pirate impression, and I did as well. Or my admin did. I didn't actually do that.
Admin's in trouble.
Yeah.
Where's the admin's red card?
We'll get to that. I do want to give it. Does anybody know? And don't be embarrassed. Do you know who Aaron Fink is?
Yes,
I do now.
Yes.
Can you tell me why we know who he is now if we didn't?
Because he is the landscaper of the year, man.
Landscaper.
He's the best grass cutter.
Because our pitch is so beautiful, and Aaron and his team are just the epitome of gods in the lawn care business. Man, congratulations. All of us dads are so proud of you.
Right.
Man.
Okay, that's great. It's a groundskeeper, though. He's not planting bushes and apple trees out there.
Well,
that's the yellow card. That's what that was for. Yeah, shout out to Aaron Fink, though. A heck of a job this season. Had to deal with not only, all the usual stuff, but some freaking concert that screwed it all up, if you recall.
That Hope
we're still not hearing the end of it.
That Hope went to.
Yeah, so I can also tell you that the corner people keep blaming the concert on is the corner from hell that the concert wasn't even touched by. There wasn't even a tent over in that corner. But they did have to resod some areas, and I was very concerned for how drunk our pitch was going to be, given the way that it was covered.
Yeah, it took a little while to get back to normal, that's for sure. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Aaron did a great job, though. So, we have a beautiful, beautiful pitch when it glows yellow and whatever else it does in the middle of the night. I still don't understand how that works, but whatever.
They're grow lights.
Looks like a spaceship.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah.
It's taking off. I just want to get that shout out in there. Joshua Winder, shout out to this man. Apparently he's going to be rich. Just kidding. Hopefully he will be. The 17-year-old this week, according to transfermarket.com, does not have an E at the end there, in case you search that on your Google. His value has hit a record number. He is now the number one highest valued player in the USL at 1 million pounds, which is 1.2 million hairs. It's a mall joke. Kaylee, Josh is only 17 years of age. He has a brother, Elijah. How exciting is this for yet another player that is going to eventually land on a worldwide scale, who also happens to be an Academy product.
Oh, that's awesome, right? That's more revenue for us when we sell him. He deserves every ounce of that and more from what he can bring to a team at such a young age. That could be completely next level for us to be able to grow that kind of talent here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw this happen with Jonathan Gomez. Of course, that situation, Hope, kind of did not turn out exactly the way that we would have wanted. Just in case you're taking notes at home, Transfer Market has Jonathan Gomez at 500,000 pounds. I just like saying pounds after numbers like that. It's kind of fun. Surely we're not going to screw this one up, right, Hope?
Well, you definitely screwed the pooch for me. I had all kinds of stats written down for the values. I wanted to talk about how much we all enjoyed Jogo. And then, of course, that shit show happened, and we really did shit the bed and screw the pooch. And I mean, insert here, because they did without any kind of lube, apparently. But it's amazing to me when we look at these young guys that we've got, yes. So did you know what Little Brothers was, or what Big Brothers is? Big Brothers is 250,000.
Oh, wow.
Not bad.
So you got 250,000 in Elijah, 500,000 in Jogo, and then 1 million. I think it was 1,053,000 on Transfer Market for Elijah, and that's coming off of injury and a small trade window there. Like, he just came back to us, so he's just now about to start his first full professional season. You'd better get your autographs in. You'd better get all of your meet and greets in. This is one that we're not going to see for quite some time. He does have big and better things. And correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't he already have a cap or two on him for the under 19 team?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he captained the U19 team.
Yeah.
Recently. I don't even think we're going to keep him for the season, to be honest. I think he's going to be gone before then.
Really?
I think it was Jake Edwards was on maybe this Sirius show or another pod or something like that, talking about a young kid from USL that recently captained the U19 team, which when you read between the lines, that's Josh getting approached by some Premier League teams already. So I honestly will be shocked if we see him in purple. I think he's going to be gone before that, but I'm going to hope for the best.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to have the eyes of these gigantic clubs throughout the world on our team now twice. I mean, I know that Jonathan Gomez going to Spain, nevertheless, wherever he went, there's still a lot of eyes on Louisville City. And the more that gets out there, the better it is for the club as far as, the whole process of keeping high talented players here in Louisville. So hopefully that continues. But it's a lot of money, and I'm mostly happy for Josh. I mean, here he is, 17 years of age. I mean, this guy balancing his high school and his professional soccer career. So it's just crazy to think.
It's awesome. And I mean, Jogo's he's young still too, right? He can go up and we can be part of his story too. But yeah, for Josh to get that kind of nod at this point in his career that's just amazing.
Yeah.
As a mama, I can't imagine just how full his mom's heart has to be right now.
Right.
Just knowing that both of her kids are doing so well in something that they truly love, because that's all we want as parents, is for our kids to be happy and successful. And success for me doesn't measure, by a job title or anything else. It's happiness and whether or not you're thriving in life. And these brothers are truly thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're becoming obviously fan favorites. And Elijah had a huge play for us in the postseason this year. So Josh is now ranked 125th in the United States in value for any soccer player. He's 5th in his position, which is very impressive. So kind of money in the bank here for Louisville City.
Yeah.
And the best part is he was an Academy product, and coming up the way he did is a good nod of the cap to the Academy and what they're producing here in Louisville. So that's very exciting as well. We want to thank everybody for joining us this evening on the chat, and chime in with anything you got, because we're open books. We're basically open books.
Mm-hmm.
Is there such a thing as a hot brown open sandwich?
There
are
is.
they open?
Yes, hot browns are open face sandwiches. But while we're on a segue to ridiculousness, happy fucking birthday to you. Happy fucking birthday to you. Happy fucking birthday, dear Ken. Happy fucking birthday to you.
Very good. Yep, that was great. All right. That was good. Happy birthday, Ken. We love you, buddy. Ken's he's out dancing around the town, I'm sure, listening to Lady Gaga or who knows what. Well, it's just me and you and Kaylee. How you doing?
We're hanging out.
Yeah, having a good time.
Having a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we will move on. Louisville City wasn't the only professional soccer team making a pretty significant splash in the last couple of weeks. A very exciting thing has transpired, as Racing will be bringing on a new assistant coach, Beverly Yanez. Hope I'm saying that right. Is coming in 2023 for the campaign. A top assistant to Coach Kim in Lavender's third campaign. Kaylee, I'll start with you, since somebody's eating a gingerbread man.
I'm eating his fucking head off.
Don't make me red you again. I'll take your yellow away, though. What are you most excited about with this signing from Racing? I know that's a loaded question.
Yeah. So I remember watching her in NWSL, years ago when she played for OL Reign. And then before that, she even played I looked up, it was Australia, Finland, and Japan too. So she's been around the world. She's a fantastic player, and from everything that I've seen on the interwebs, a good coach. She was at Gotham before us, and I think she won the Shield as a player too. And it just having a woman now on the staff, there's a notable lack of females and people of color within Soccer Holdings, and having such a high profile name within the game come in alone, and it being a woman to one of our top positions, that's awesome. I think there's obviously more steps that need to be done on that front. So that I don't think this is the Band-Aid that's going to fix it all, but I certainly think it's a step in the right direction.
I would agree with that. Yeah, she has a very impressive resume, and she's not only did she have some great accolades in her playing career, but some great coaching accolades as well. Coming over from Gotham, helped them last season, getting into that Challenge Cup. Hope. She's coming in, however, to a not ideal situation, as Kaylee kind of hinted on there. What do you think, right off the bat, in the early stages at least, should be maybe her focus for Racing next season?
I think learning how to move forward. And I would hope that during her interview process, she was very clear about goals and things that she wants to make happen, and has the ability and authority to do so. I worry that being in such a position of minority, because Kaylee's absolutely correct. We have managed to hire 2 male coaches with female names, but not a single damn female for a female team. Like, how I still can't wrap my head around that. But so I would like to see some restructure, and I'm hopeful that she's talked about restructure in Soccer Holdings so that this can be a position of meaning. I mean, if not, then why would you I get that her husband is a U of L star, and they at one point lived here for a bit, and she's very fond of the city as it is. She can pronounce the name. And so that's great right there. So she's going to be welcomed into the city, even as we normally would, but more so because she can pronounce the name. But there has to be more to it. So I have to have faith that she's going to have this power to help move the club forward.
Right.
And doing that and learning how to do so as a team that has been hurt, and a team that has been broken apart and had so many new pieces put in at such odd times for a team. This will be our third year, and we still play and look as if we're a brand new team fresh out the gate. So I that's what I'm hopeful for, that she's able to come in and teach the team how to build and move forward and really just blossom.
Right. Because so we've lost almost all trust for soccer. I won't even say almost. We've lost all trust for soccer holdings in this matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that this is a piece of a much larger puzzle that will correct issues that we faced in the past.
I'd pay money to have been a fly on the wall during that interview.
Yeah. I know. Honestly, when I saw that signing, I truly was like, why would you want to come here? So there has to be a reason. There has to be something, or she would not have. There has to be something that we don't know about.
And you see the saying, be the change. I mean, maybe she wants to be the change. Maybe she wants to be a part of the change that needs to happen. I'll ask you, Kaylee, the same question, but as far as focus in the early part of the season, next season, let's talk about, though, just on the pitch. So, what do you think that she can provide Coach Kim that he has been lacking at this point?
I think a better player connection for domestic players. He's really good at pulling a lot of international ones, right? But we have a lot of good talent here too to work within and work with, I think. And I think that she can, I know this is going to sound awful, but women can relate to women differently. There's an inherent relationship of, there can be more trust given, I feel, if your coach is a woman when you are a woman. And I think that she hopefully can be a good go-between, and women can feel more comfortable about talking with any issues that they have. And I'm really hoping that she can really give us a really solid back line. I really think that was our biggest struggle last season, was
teach them how to put the ball in the net.
Right. And then the connection between the two lines in the midfield, which I believe is what she played in the midfield. So she's got a good breadth of knowledge of the player landscape in the U.S., I would say.
Yeah, it seems like she's got a good grasp on this, the NWSL, the league, and like you talked about, Kaylee, her international. I mean, here's another person that played even in Japan. So I mean, you're looking at not only connecting with those domestic players, she's probably got a little international flair as well. She's able to, she knows all these countries she's played in, had a lot of success in, and spent time coaching with the youth team that I read. So, that's good too, because we have a lot of young players on this squad. So that's something I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. I think it not only was a step in a positive direction overall, I think it's just a step in the positive direction as far as, we need to, have some support around Coach Kim, some coaches that have gotten more experience in the NWSL, maybe. And, I think we do have some quality people surrounding him right now. Everybody, I haven't heard anybody say a bad thing about Mario and, stuff like that. But, it is good to see, especially a female coming in and able to maybe be connect better with the players. And I agree with what you're saying. I think that female connections there, obviously coming from me, a guy, probably doesn't mean much, but I think I agree with what you're saying. I'll just shut up. Is there anything else that, anything else on Coach Bev? I found it interesting on the press release that they did put a sentence on there like she is currently getting her such and such license.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because everyone was really pissed off about that part of the Yates report.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, I think that's very important. I get that there are certain circumstances in which an international coach might not have the same equivalent coming from one league to another league. But if that's not something that's actively being acquired, it should be a no-brainer that you don't sign the person. Obviously, it's preventing proper protocol from being pursued in other areas, such as registration for sexual allegations, or misconduct, or items of that nature. If something is required to be fully transparent and you're not offering that, you're not meeting the bare minimums, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's very important that they were talking about that.
Yeah. It's. I totally agree, and there should be some bare minimum, standards that all these teams need to be held up to. And we've seen some earth-shaking things happening in NWSL this week. Thorns being sold. A lot going on. So, I mean, other teams are making moves and making some changes, and I think this can be looked at two different ways. Some people might look at this and say, is this some sort of form of a damage control type thing?
I think these clubs have access to what's about to drop. And we're going to get this report here very, very soon. And we're going to start putting pieces together that these are things that it's just easier to go ahead and less messy to go ahead and get it done now before everything drops and blows up. I think if we just hang tight a little bit longer, that report's coming, and the clubs that haven't done anything, such as Racing Louisville and Soccer Holdings, outside of repeat things that they've told us that they supposedly did last year. I think those are the ones who are going to suffer the greatest repercussion. So,
Yep. Well, before you drop and blow up, hit that subscribe button and like our channel, or whatever it is I'm supposed to say at this point. Yeah, 2 big thumbs up. Okay. Any closing thoughts?
Notification bell.
Yeah. Oh, I always forget that one. Dang it.
Smash that button, hit that bell.
Yeah.
What is
that Fortnite? I don't know. Something.
No, that's all I had about her.
I'm a morning person. I'm like, you know what time it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Time to like this video.
I think, are we supposed to read our horoscopes? Is that something the Hot Brown does?
We do that.
We do that.
I am not unfamiliar with the Hot Brown. And if you are unfamiliar, give it a listen, because let me say, Robin and these 2 gals right here are quite hilarious. I really enjoy it. And they do break down the games and talk. Like, I was listening to it, and it was like 15 minutes of me laughing. And then finally, I think Robin said something like, shouldn't we talk about soccer? And somebody else was like, yes, soccer. That was it. So
Kaylee will get upset with us because we'll be so far gone on a tangent, and she'll be like, so we're like 13 minutes in now, we haven't talked a lick about soccer. And then Robin does this thing where when Kaylee and I get off on a totally different subject, or if we have just gone too far into yes, this right here. Mm-hmm. Robin will sit like this. So the people at home don't get to see it because we haven't released any of the video, but she'll start doing this, or she'll be like,
yeah. When Robin makes her pig nose, it means she's done.
Oh, I see. Just visual cues.
A view behind the curtain, as it were.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive, folks, to 24
That's
Hour
right.
Purple People. Well, they do have a website, hotbrownsoccertown.com. Am I getting that correct?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. Just Google it, folks. Just nobody types in the whole HTTP. Yeah, Google it. Check it out. It is a great program. I actually went back in the archives, kind of skipped around, and I enjoyed everything I listened to. So hats off to you guys. That was really fun. I do want to bring up a quote I saw in the chat. Let me see. Let me bring up my little thingamajiggy here. My screen's not as big as it usually is. Said simply, says, personally, I love that we have 5 or 6 players in Australia right now playing.
Yes!
For racing.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
pretty
that
cool?
is awesome.
Did y'all see Amina scored a goal the other day?
Oh, yes.
No, I did not see that.
Yep. She's
saw,
doing well down under.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, it's kind of funny how they all ended up going south down there. It's very nice in Australia. If you didn't know, it's opposite weather right now. So everybody knew that, right?
Yeah,
and
their
then
toilets
she's
go
got to hang
backwards.
I've heard that.
Mhm.
It's the only
wild.
place that you can't throw away a boomerang.
Right.
It's a really
Nice.
bad joke.
Can we red card you?
You cannot see. and here's a yellow for asking.
Oh,
All right.
What up, pump?
Final topic of this evening. It's going to be a fun one. Hopefully it doesn't get too carried away. It's the holiday season, and we know that I sometimes struggle with gift giving. We have all given the gift of something from Louisville City and Racing, I'm assuming, at one point. Right now, some of us don't really want to buy stuff from them necessarily, or maybe we want to find something cool from them on eBay. What is going on over there, Steve? Some of you might get that reference. Plenty to choose from out there. I would like my panelists this evening, Kaylee and Hope, I would like you guys to let me know if you have any purple ideas, purple gifts, ideas that could be purple or any form of purple. Something is happening. I heard laughter from Katie in the distance. I'm not sure why.
it might be my ghost. We have a ghost.
Any
Yeah,
purple?
Kaylee has a ghost.
Yeah.
A ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see the ghost.
I've never seen him.
Oh.
But
We
he-
might
he-
capture the footage right here. Not even
Right.
more. Kaylee.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaylee. Kaylee, I'll start with you. Give it purple gifts. Let's go. What do you got?
So, did you know there's a store called The Purple Store in Seattle? And you can buy that, it's all purple stuff. And you can buy from their website and they will ship to you.
Is this like a purple version of where the green lady in, I believe it's Manhattan, gets all of her
Maybe?
stuff? You know what I'm talking about? The woman who just wears green and her whole apartment is done in green. Like,
This is a legit store. It's called the
so
Purple
everything's just
Store.
purple. So
And-
what do they sell there?
Oh,
Mattresses.
they've got flannels, they've got hats. I mean, anything you can think of. I saw some purple and gold shoes on there when I Googled it earlier just to make sure it was real. I found them on Instagram. It just, I guess, because I just have a lot of purple in my life, it just kind of found me. The algorithm helped me out. And I looked today. They have their quote, like their tagline for their place is "Everything we sell is purple."
Ooh, I like that.
They have a mug that says "Never question my purpleness." They have a "Keep calm and wear purple" shirt,
Nice.
and they have a "Fear the purple" like glass, like a pint glass.
Oh.
I feel like that should be a team sponsored item, but do they have a bucket hat?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because you
I'm
know
sure
Benton
Benton
can't
can
eat
buy-
a shitty chili without a bucket hat on.
Yeah, I'm sure Benton can buy a bucket hat there.
Now this is another hot brown tradition, if I'm not
It is.
wrong, right? Okay, good. Carry on with the smashing of Benton.
So, yeah, buy all your cheap purple shit there, Benton. They might even have a chili bowl.
So you can eat your shitty spaghetti. This is not chili.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, good, very good. I was unaware of that. I'm about to check that out. Kaylee, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Purplestore.com.
Purple
The
store.
purplestore.com. I'm sorry.
I'm going on a look. A look-see.
If my agent can get away from Robin, maybe I can have them look into us suing the Purple stores.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Hope, what do you got? Purple ideas, purple presents.
Well, so Purple Toad Winery does a cute little Christmas tree every year that they hand paint. So you could do that. Or my best friend Marshmallow made vinegar of various wines and spices and whatnot, and it is very purple. And unlike vanilla extract, where you put a vanilla bean in with some vodka, like to get really good vanilla extract, it takes like a year almost to make that happen. And this is something that you could go ahead and put in a jar now, and within a few days you could have an infusion. But yeah, that's what I would do. And homemade gifts are the best because you can't buy your friends time. And if you can, they're probably giving you a discount and you should feel ashamed.
Well, they're probably not a friend if you're buying their time.
Right.
They're probably working for you off the record or something. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of great gifts out there. I will say this, if you want to get a Louisville City or racing gift, but you don't want to necessarily purchase from the team, there are a lot of random things that pop up on eBay. There's random things that Hope will sell you, apparently, as she's showing it off. It could be you.
The bourbon barrel head up here.
Yes.
That's made by Jay Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Who does incredible work. He also does a Racing Louisville bourbon head, a U of L, I mean, I've seen all kinds of stuff. He's done some custom SG barrel heads. Made by Jay Lane would be a great way to give your loved one some city love without giving the FO any more money.
Yeah, how much you want for that snowman? No.
That snowman there, this one, my big snowman head.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. How much you willing to give me?
Can
for
I
him?
make 3 easy payments of $5?
This isn't Klarna.
Oh, it's the QVC purple version.
I'm surprised you don't want this soccer ball here.
Was
or this soccer ball here, because this one here has Jonathan Gomez's signature on it.
Ooh.
And everyone from that year. And this soccer ball here would have the winders on it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does anybody, Kaylee, do you have Hope's address? Maybe we can just...
I do, in fact. I have my own memorabilia here, though, so...
I've actually, like, I really would love for you and Katie to come over sometime and hang out.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. Oh,
this one's my game-worn Paco Craig.
What does that say on the front?
He said, "Keep up all the hard work, much appreciated."
Aww.
And then I've got because Hope helped me out real good one night.
This was a great night.
Yeah, my Nadine Anger, captain of the German national team for many years, goalkeeper jersey from Portland, unfortunately. I've got some racing and Louisville City ones around here too. Yeah, I've got quite a bit.
It's funny how everybody gets their like crazy amount of swag that we all have.
Yeah.
It's just like you could redecorate your house. Yes, there you go.
That's the 19 team, I think.
Oh, Kaylee, do you remember that I got the ball holder?
Yeah.
Look, I finally found a place to hang it.
Oh, nice. See, I got to get some of those. I don't have any shadow boxes for anything yet.
Command
cool.
Velcro strips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I have a racing ball right here with Jess and Nadia and quite a few other ones too.
Nice.
And what is your address? No.
I live in Indiana. Don't no one
It's
ever
really
come
not
over
worth it.
here. Yeah, we're in the Wild West out here.
The sunny
Yeah.
side. The sunny side.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Kaylee, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Really means a lot to me. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
Great gift ideas, guys. The holidays can be a very stressful time for us all, but hopefully some of these ideas helped you. Do not actually attempt to steal any of these items from these ladies. I will personally give you a knuckle sandwich if you do. We want to thank everybody for being a part of the show tonight, watching and supporting us throughout this campaign of 2022. The plan for right now is to have a show every 2 weeks. So this was episode 30, a historic program for us. And we are glad to collaborate with Hot Brown. Check them out as well, hotbrownsoccertown.com, or Google it. Find them on Twitter. Robin Pryor is also a part of that. And it is really a great show. I'm not just saying that. It is a lot of fun to listen to. I want to thank my panelists. Thank you for everybody. Don't forget, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. We don't really do much with them, but you can find us there. We also have an audio form of this podcast that we forget to upload on Spotify and other media platforms. We do have a few in the wing that we need to get uploaded on there. But we will be back in 2 weeks. I do want to, again, wish, nobody's going to do it better than Hope, but happy birthday out there to Ken if you're watching. And thanks for that song. I'm sorry I red carded you, but
no, you're not.
That was your first red card, right? Your first red card.
It was my first red card.
I'm so glad Kaylee was here to witness it.
Yes,
I am too. I when I listened to the show last week, I was like, God, y'all tell me I have a potty mouth.
46.
I didn't say nearly as many fuck bombs as he did. Oh, it's supposed to be F bombs, isn't it?
No, it's fine. Here, just since we're going away anyway, let me see. There we go. All right. Well, thanks again, Kaylee. Thank you, everybody out there. We appreciate you watching. We're 24-hour Purple people. We will see you next time. We love you all very much, fam. Bye-bye and good night. Happy holiday season. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Now, Kaylee, this is where